Hi, Steve from Chorus Guitar, and today we're going to be checking out the Xvive U35 wireless microphone system. Now, Xvive kindly sent me the system for free. I don't get paid by Xvive, and my opinions are my own. So what have we got? Well, it's a very simple system, and what we have is we have a transmitter which looks very similar to the other Xvive transmitters that I've reviewed and that I've used. It looks very similar to the one I use for my in-ear monitors. That's really nice. I'll just pop that down here for the moment. And then what we have here is we have a receiver which has a male end there. And what we can do with this receiver is we can actually use the button on it when it's switched on, that is, to scan for channels, yeah? And we're going to look at that in a moment. Now, as I say, these things run at 5.8 gigahertz, and you're not going to get so much interference using 5.8 gigahertz. They have 6 channels as well to select. So if you are having any issues, you can select a channel, and these actually scan for channels automatically for you if you wish to, which is really cool. Right, okay, so what actually comes with the system? Have we got any accessories? Well, we have. Not many accessories, but enough. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We've got, oh yeah, underneath there, we've got a very nice little manual, and Xvive do some really nice, simple manuals. They're not big, you know, there's not a lot to them, but what you need to know is in that manual, which is really cool. You don't have to go through lots of pages. Okay, also you've got a Y splitter, which is USB-C. So Xvive have updated their inputs from, I think it was micro USB up to USB-C. So that's so much more standard. Let's put that down there. And we get the Xvive bag as usual. They're nice little bags where you can store your stuff. Okay. And that's what you get with it. You don't need any more really. And that's the accessories. Right, so what does it work with? This system works with dynamic mics. It'll also work with condenser mics that have batteries in them. It won't work with normal condenser mics that need 48 volt phantom power that needs to be powered. But if you've got a condenser mic, they sometimes have a battery inside which provides power to them. So it will work with that. Xvive do another system, very similar, but they work with condenser mics. So they've got it all covered really. So that's really cool. I'll pop some links in the description later for you, so you can check them out if you wish to. Right, so as well as being used with dynamic mics, what else can they be used for? Well, on the top of these, there's actually a line switch. Just put that in camera view. And what you can do is you can use these, instead of using them with a microphone, you can actually use them to send a signal from your mixer to a powered speaker or powered monitor, which is absolutely fantastic. So imagine you don't want to use these as for wireless mics. What you can do is you can have wireless PA. So what I would do is I use the Behringer XR18s, and I can just put them in the output, or if I'm doing a duo gig and I only need one speaker, I can just pop it in the left-hand output, send my signal to the powered monitor, and away you go. No cables whatsoever. And this will be up to 100 feet away, depending on, it's got to be line of sight, depending on the room, obviously, and how many people's in front of everything and whatever, but up to 100 feet. And also, another nice thing is, these operate at less than 5 milliseconds latency. Now, there's a big thing about latency at the moment. Everybody's going on about it. 5 milliseconds is pretty much nothing, okay? If I was in front of one of my speakers, in front of my guitar amps, then I'd probably get 5 milliseconds latency from me to this one here. So, yeah, it's nothing really. Okay, for the more technically minded, the frequency response is from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Now, 20 hertz is going to be very low. If you've got like low sounding instruments like bass guitars or pianos and stuff like that, and it'll go right up to 20 kilohertz, which is really high, probably higher than anything I can imagine instrument wise. Also, the quality is going to be 24-bit, 48 kilohertz as well, so that's pretty cool. Also, we have 110 decibels dynamic range, and also we have 110 decibels signal to noise ratio, so that's absolutely fine. The battery life on these is really good. You can run these for 5 hours at a gig, well, up to 5 hours anyway. And that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I would probably turn mine off between sets unless I needed to use my speakers between sets. But yeah, 5 hours is going to cater for most of us. So, as it's labelled as a microphone system, I think we ought to check out a standard microphone, a dynamic microphone. I've got an SM58 and we're going to check out how that sounds right now. Right, so I've got myself an SM58, pretty standard, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug my unit into the base there. And now we should be all wireless. Okay, so I'm going to test this out and let's see how we go. Right, so as you can see, it's all connected. And what you can hear now is me coming through the SM58. And I'm going into a Focusrite 18i20 audio interface. And yeah, it sounds great. So that is the SM58 plugged into the Xvive U35 wireless mic system, and that's pretty cool. Right, of course, you don't have to use these with your microphone if you don't want to. You can use these with your powered monitors I mentioned earlier. All you need to do is get hold of the switch and switch it from mic to line. Yeah? Don't leave it on mic when you plug it into your powered monitor, because you possibly get quite a lot of feedback. So just switch it to line. You don't need to do anything with this. As long as you've got your channels the same, you should be fine. Okay, everything's linked up. So that's how you use it with a powered monitor. It's as simple as that. Output from your mixer, send the signal to your powered monitor or your speaker. It works a treat. You could use it in your studio as well with your powered monitors as well. It's a really cool system. It's not expensive for what it is. Thank you Xvive for sending it. It's really cool. I'm going to put lots of links so you can check them out. If they do them on Amazon, you could probably even get them on Prime, and so you don't have to pay any postage, which is even better. They do a double version of these as well, so that you can power 2 speakers. I've just got the one, but if I'm doing duo work in a lot of places like restaurants and stuff, I probably need 1 speaker anyway. Okay, so that's that. I look forward to seeing you soon. Please like and subscribe. I'm Steve Ball. See you soon. Bye-bye.